Hello everyone. How are you enjoying spring so far? I am just loving it. And it really makes me feel like doing household chores and a bit of spring cleaning. So nice to not feel cold. Although here in Susanville, the weather is so changeable that we can actually have snow in April. So we'll see. But things are turning green and it's just so nice. Right now I'm just ironing up some curtains that I just washed. They're made of these wonderful linen cotton that comes from India. These are made in India. Yeah, they're very much like the other curtains that I just did a video of and I just bought. There is a company called Park Designs that sells these. But Park Designs is now being kind of, a lot of people sell Park Design products. And it's because these linens are just so nice. So nice. I love them so much that it's pretty near all I've got for curtains and basic towels and linens, except for what I receive from subscribers. So I am readying these for my window in my entry room. And I'm not at all sure that these are going to stay on that window in the front room. It's just we are in need right now of some privacy. And where I do have some blinds there, it doesn't quite cut it. So, gotta get these up and ready. I've saved these panels from over the years, and they're like loose ends from separate packages. So when I hang them, I know they're not going to line up exactly because it's just a mishmash. But it's going to be so pretty. And I am going to show a picture at the end of this video to show you how it looks. I did this crazy thing and I took it's your entry room. For me, I've never had a room like this. It's so strange. But how do I explain this? When you come through my front door, there's a very big to me, room separate from the rest of the house. It's really just an entryway, and I'm thinking that once upon a time it was a front porch, possibly. I don't know. But I've never had an entryway like this before. So, not really knowing what to do with this space. And so when I first moved here, the blinds, there's a ton of sun that comes in that room in the mid-morning. And so, I mean, it was so bright and so white, I could hardly look at it or be in it. It's just like a blind person's dream. And where I am just, I have such a hard time seeing a lot of things, and I wear a very strong lens. I still don't want that much light. Oh my gosh, it's just overwhelming. So I went the other extreme, and I made it really dark and super moody, so that I mean, it wasn't intended, but it kind of makes me think of a brothel, you know. I mean, those walls are red, so I took an historic red, you know, the red that was used in bygone days. And it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But the whole thing is red. The whole room, ceiling, walls, and so it toned down the floor, which is just a neutral kind of, looks like am I running out of water? I think I might need to add more. Let's just fill this thing back up. Oh, that's spill. Just kind of dry that water spot up a little bit without the steam on. There. That helps. Right, turn that back on. And I'll finish my little tale here. I had we do have a vinyl floor. And it's nice enough. It's kind of a gray. I don't know, you know, it was worth keeping. And not ruined or scratched or any, you know, damage to it. So I thought, well, don't be picky. Just be happy with that and blend it in to your style. So, it's a nice enough floor, and all I did was paint the walls and the ceiling red. No, I didn't do it, my husband did. Fortunately, he was just like, okay, I'm doing this. And he, oh my gosh, the prep work, incredible. Because the people who rented the house before we bought it, oh my gosh, I mean, there was crayon all over the walls. Some kid had been allowed to just freely express himself on this wall. It's funny. It was cute. The drawings were actually kind of adorable. But yeah, we had to, my husband had to just, I mean, he got in there and scrubbed and scrubbed. And I don't know if any of you have ever washed off walls that have had layers of nicotine and smoke on them. But everything was dripping yellow. Nicotine is yellow. And so then there was double make sure there was no odors. And then spackling and getting those holes filled up. It just, I can't, there is no way to explain to you how this house had been wrecked in so many ways. And that's in spite of how they had done some remodeling before it became a rental. We have had our work cut out for us, and but the deal is that the work is worth it because we have no mortgage on this house. So I mean, in our retirement age and having such a low income, we must conserve. So, by the time we bought a car in this house, we have just enough, to do the renovations, and we're just happy as clams. But our choice of house had to be rather conservative. The house is very small, and I'm really seriously afraid that those who've gotten used to my old house are going to be sad that this place is so small. But we are going to just leave off the attic. Never mind, we're not going to work on that. I will do a home tour before then. We'll just do the whole downstairs and I'll show you around, but not yet. So much more to do still. But it's livable now and we're just really enjoying it. So, anyway, back to my entry room. So that room, I told my husband, I said, we need a light fixture. And he just installed it. And we're both going, ooh, how pretty, ooh, so nice. But it's a Tiffany style. Not a genuine Tiffany. But it is stained glass, and it's just got that gorgeous Tiffany look. And it kind of hugs the ceiling. Can't show you that yet, but I'll show you the curtains and how it looks in the room. Anyway, just gorgeous. And so by the time he got that light installed and the red paint, we're going, oh my gosh, it's looking like a brothel. I don't know. Maybe, oh well, we won't discuss that any further, but I can't help but love it. I just love it. So that, when you first come in the room, you'll be greeted by a very warm, and darkish room when you first come in. And I like that, especially when you have just come out of a brilliant or bright or glaring sunny day or a cloudy day that's just been depressing to you, and then you just walk in and you just feel this warmth. I love it. So, stay tuned for the end so you can see just a small portion of that room after I hang these curtains. So that's the last one of these. There's 5 of them, but I don't think I'm going to need all 5. We'll try to do the best match. Now I'm going to work on the napkins and towels that I just really treasure. Of course, I treasure all my towels, but these are the ones that have been waiting for a while to be ironed. this particular towel I got from a subscriber, and I absolutely just love this chicken design. And then coincidentally, of all things, about 2 years later, the one gal subscriber unintentionally got me the matching hot pads, and it's the same exact design, and it's just wonderful. So now I have a set, and now I don't want to use these towels, just want to have them for prop and decoration. Wow, this iron is thirsty. It's using up the steam. The water's so fast. So she gave me 2 of these towels. I could probably use one and just let the other one be for decoration. And my subscribers have given me so many beautiful towels, and there have been some that I finally have just started using them, because beautiful or not, you've got to use your towels. And the first really nice one that I got was Library of Whispers, and she and I exchanged parcels, as she calls them, full of gifts that come from where we're at. She being in the UK, I believe she's in London specifically, or that area. The town that begins with a W. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, Kate at Library of Whispers is just a sweetheart, a doll, a wonderful person. And if whispering is something that you love, you really, really need to check out her channel, because she has an incredible voice and that beautiful British accent. You've got to check her out. But she was the first one ever to give me a towel, and she called it a tea towel, and I felt so stupid, because I'm like, what do you do with a tea towel? Not understanding that it's the same as just a dish towel. Except for that, I kept it very nice and good for a long time. And then I finally decided to use it. And it's getting broken in. But it's not as brilliant as it used to be. Gosh, it's just been so wonderful getting so many lovely towels from my subscribers. These particular towels that I am ironing right now are also Park Designs. And it's that same wonderful linen as what they make the curtains out of, and they're just, I can't explain to you the texture and the feeling of these. This one's a placemat. I have another one somewhere, but I hadn't recently washed it like I did with this. So it's hidden somewhere in my kitchen cupboards. I will find it and put it together with its mate. these will just be sweet for me and my husband. And there's room for rectangle-shaped placemats on a round dining room table. At some point, I went ahead and started buying round placemats because you can fit more on a round table. It just had never occurred to me before. But when there's just the two of you, it's okay. This, I did want to tell you too that this design right here is called Saffron. If you were to buy it from Park Designs, it's called Saffron. And it's my favorite pattern. And colors. These colors, just so rich. And they kind of just go with everything I've got. Picks up the, well, as you can see, it's red, green, and gold. My favorite colors. And they're kind of, a fall feeling. It gives you a fall, autumn colors, The gold is it's like wheat, the color of wheat. And if you haven't noticed, I'm just really attracted to plaids, and that's what I'm wearing. My shirt is a golden brown plaid. I noticed that as I kind of move the iron around, like shake it a little bit, I'm only doing that not because I need to. I'm doing it because it's so nostalgic. I remember my mama doing that when she ironed, and you could hear the water sloshing around in it. And that's a memory for me. It's nostalgic, so I'm trying to. I think the times that you needed to shake the iron, like, just kind of move it in that way, is when you were going up into pleats or that kind of thing. I remember when I was young, I actually enjoyed ironing pleated skirts and such, because, and I was like, as an adult, I was just like, oh God, no, I don't want to iron pleats. But when I was a kid, it was such a challenge, and I begged my mom to teach me to iron right away. This gorgeous towel is from a subscriber, and I thought that I might hang it or hang it or display it for fall, and I still might, but I did end up using it as a prop in a video, and I washed it, and I had to set it aside. I had to pack it because I knew I was moving. So I still may yet want to I don't know. I might want to do something with this. I don't want to use it. I don't want to put my grimy, grubby hands all over this beautiful autumn towel. It's just, look at those beautiful colors. It has the purples in it too. It's, it looks like the flowers, and, oh no, they're plums or something. I don't know, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. matching towel of the chicken. Just gonna iron down the tag here first. I've been doing that. Just want to let you know that you can go on to Amazon if you're interested in getting an iron that looks retro like this. I am real lazy about putting links on my videos to show everything about everything and where to get it and what it is. So I will just guide you, because and I can already tell you that most of what I buy I get from Amazon, especially now that I am in a kind of city that is very tucked away in the mountains. And yes, we can get to Reno, which is a major city, in an hour and a half. But I still would so much rather find what I need conveniently brought to me. And especially as I'm getting older, it's not the most fun to go running around town trying to find an iron, especially one that's specialized like this. So, yes, I got the ironing board from Walmart because it was close by. But the specialty items, yeah, I find those things on Amazon. You know, like, for instance, the role play that I did of the gift shop. It's like, yeah, I could go to Staples or some store like that in Reno to find a cash register. But I don't want to. I don't want to drive an hour and a half to the city. And then I could go 2 hours the other direction and be in Chico, California, which is where my 2 daughters, Brianna and Abigail, are living. And it has most everything you could possibly want. But I won't drive all that way for something. Thirsty iron, I swear. Anyway, and when I lived in Portland, Tennessee, though it was a small little town, the thing about the South and outlying cities from the big cities is everything's still connected. It's so connected. So anything that I ordered would just is so easy to get it overnight. And then once I moved here, it was just like, whoa, anything that I could get overnight there now takes 3 to 5 days. And that's even with Prime. So, okay, I really moved to the boondocks here. I really did. And yet, I had to choose a house that was in town. So, jibber jabber, I can't stop talking. So, if you want to hear just ironing sounds, please do. Check out tomorrow's upload because it will be no talking. What's going on here? Okay, I guess I didn't put enough water in it. Yeah, so I am living in just this really tiny rural community, and the reason why we are living in a neighborhood in the city is because, and I'm not sure if y'all are aware that, well, I'm sure you are, California, like some people like to joke, California is on fire, you know, with so many wildfires. And so we knew if we were living in California that we would have to consider the price of home insurance and the safety factor, that we wouldn't be able to live right in among the pines and be able to afford home insurance because the fires, you guys, the fires and the flooding and what have you. It's all. There are very many parts of California that are not affordable to live. So we got our own little pine tree in the backyard, as you can see, and so we get a bit of our fragrant pines right near us. And oh, because we live so close to the pines, out of the fire zone, but the smell of pine wafts through my window coming down from the mountains all around. I absolutely love the smell of pine. And we open the window over our bed, and there is this incredible fragrance of all different. You get pine trees, but you get the smell of the local eateries, and so sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, let's go to a restaurant. That was hot. And then sometimes you just smell, I don't even know what that mixture of smells is, but it's so refreshing. And then the window in my shower, we open that up, and this wonderful breeze. Turn your water really hot, and then open the window in the bathroom, and it's just heavenly to have this breeze with this fragrance coming in while you're showering. Okay, well, I could go on and on about that. So I'm really, really happy about everything living in California, but I do have to say that I'm disappointed in a way that we have to live in the city, because there are noises. We've got some traffic, and try to edit that out as much as I can, but I can't always. And then, for the video's sake, trying to keep it as quiet as possible. We are not getting as much wildlife sound as I'd love, the birds and all of that, but they're out there. You can possibly see the bird feeder through that window in our backyard, and there they are. Just, we even have neighbor cats coming over to our house. They're going, oh, look at all the birds, you guys. And so we've kind of become bird central in this particular street. So my cats are not very happy about that. They do not want other cats coming in here to hunt. So, oh yes, I gotta tell you, just the other day, there was this couple of deer that came in the backyard. There haven't been any here for a while because the city's just big enough, and that these deer go up and down the whole entire, town. So we'll see them a lot for a while, and then they'll go away, and then they'll come back. So I had a couple of deer come and get that little snag there. And so these two I don't recognize. I think, they've maybe just grown up a little bit since the last time I saw them, maybe, I don't know. But they were kind of shy, and I just kept talking to them, and I couldn't resist going up there with a handful of bird seed, and eventually they both ended up completely trusting me and eating right out of my hand again. These are different deer altogether. And, my husband was not happy about it, but this is what happened. He was out there filling the bird feeder, and the same deer came back. And it kept coming up to him. And he was just like, he didn't know what to do exactly, but then he put his hand out, and it actually ate out of his hand. That was his first time ever experience doing something like that. And he grew up in the Lake Tahoe area in California too, so he was so excited that he told me about it right away. And I said, wasn't that exciting? Didn't that make you feel great? And he's like trying to pass it off as if it was like no big deal, but it's like, God, no, you loved it. You loved it. Now you know why I'm so tempted to feed them. But what do we do in the springtime when we want our stuff to grow and they come in and they try to eat all of our new growth? I don't know. Our neighbors across the street have an apple tree, and they don't eat the leaves off the tree or anything, but they do just help themselves to the apples. 3 or 4 deer will gather together in their yard and just graze on the apples that they're letting drop off the tree. Now, we planted an apple tree this last summer. If some of you may have seen that video where I bought it. And I'm curious to see, if the deer are going to try to eat the new growth off of it or not, but it's well protected. They just love that bird seed though. I don't know, my husband mentioned putting up a fence to keep them out, but I'm like, you can't keep deer out. We have a 4-foot fence in the backyard right now. We're going to put up a wooden one eventually, but they jump every kind of fence, every height. I mean, I think it'd have to be like 10 feet tall to keep them out. I don't know. I think we'll just have to get used to living with the deer. Quit worrying about it. Also, if you guys get on my Facebook here and there, I try to put photographs every once in a while of, I don't know, just certain things that strike me, as well as my announcements of what videos are coming up for the next week. But one of my posts on my ASMR Facebook account is of the deer in the backyard, and there is a photograph of Extra facing the glass and the deer has gotten up on the back porch, and they are nose to nose, checking each other out. The deer has bent down and put her nose to the window, right where Extra is, and they're nose to nose between, with the glass between them. It's just so cute. Extra and Etta still haven't quite gotten out of their fear of them, but she's gone out there with them several times. It's just it's a whole new world for them. You know, when we lived in Tennessee, it was just like, oh yeah, it's just a groundhog. Oh yeah, it's just a rabbit. Oh, it's just a possum. You know, they were kittens. So it's a whole new world for them, getting used to new cats, new people, new sounds, new weather. But they're finally acclimating, so I am just going to stack these back together. I seem to be missing one of my set here. There was a set of 4 of those. It's not the same as the saffron pattern, and I don't remember the name of it, darn. And that one is the chicken towel, my fall napkin. This one is just a stray that I saved from my gift shop. I've had it forever. This is Dakota. I think it's called Dakota. Looks rather Christmassy. All these linens from, see, there's 4 different patterns there. Love them, love them, love them. So these are all dish towels. And I do want to preserve them because they're expensive. So, okay. Those are the Park Design towels and napkins. This is the rooster chicken. My nicer towels there. Okay, that's it. Get my ducks all in a row here. Turn my iron off because I'm done for now. That's all I want to do. There's my curtains. Okay, thank you guys for being with me. Talk to you later, okay?